In this video, I am going to find the domain of this given function. Please note that this function involves division. That means you are dividing 3x plus 8 by x squared minus 81. So when you are dealing with division in a function, you have to always keep in mind that you do not divide by 0. So that's the key thing. Like in ordinary division, you cannot divide by 0. So when you are dealing with a function where you have division involved, you want to absolutely make sure that you do not divide by 0, because division by 0 will lead to undefined values. Okay, so it's unacceptable to have 0 in the denominator. So I'm going to rewrite this function y is equal to f of x, which is going to be 3x plus 8 in the numerator. In the denominator, x squared minus 81 is x squared minus 9 squared, because 9 squared is 81. And now remember, this is a difference of squares, so you could write it as x plus 9 times x minus 9. So you're going to have x plus 9 times x minus 9. Okay, so that's what it is. Now I have taken this function and just factored the denominator. Now it becomes very easy to see what values of x will make the denominator 0. As you can see, if you plug in x is equal to negative 9, then the first one is going to be 0. If you plug in x is equal to positive 9, then the second factor is going to be 0. See, if x is equal to negative 9, the first factor is going to be 0. So 0 times some other number, fixed number, would be 0. If you have x is equal to 9, the second factor is going to be 0, and the first factor is going to be non-zero, and you multiply them, you end up getting 0. So these are the two values. These are the two values that you do not want in the domain of this function. So if you were to put it on the number line, I'm going to make it simple. This is my 9 and this is my negative 9. I do not want these 2 points, so I circle them and I leave them blank. And then I want everything else to the right, in between, and everything else to the left. So that's my domain of this function. So that's the domain. Now you can go ahead and put it in the interval notation. Is going to be from negative infinity, you come to negative 9, and you do not include this point, so you put a closing parenthesis, union from negative 9 you start, but you do not include that point, so opening parenthesis, comma, where do you go to? Next point, which is positive 9. Do you include this point? No, you don't. You don't want to include this. You put a closing parenthesis. Then union, you start from 9. Do you include this point? No, you put opening parenthesis, and then you go all the way to positive infinity. And this is what it is. So make sure that you understand this. The main thing, so let me summarize. The main thing here is to realize the fact when you're dealing with a rational function. A rational function is a function that involves division. Okay, when you're dealing with a rational function, you want to absolutely make sure that you are not dividing by 0. So find out all the x values that will make the denominator 0, and you exclude those x values from your domain. I hope that this discussion was helpful. Thank you very much.